All right, so let's dive in. If you ever tried to run a standard HDMI cable more than, say, 50 feet, you already know the pain.
Oh, yeah. You get artifacts, signal drop, or just nothing. It's a classic problem.
Exactly. So today, we're doing a deep dive into a piece of tech that bridges that gap. The PureLink HCE II, which is an HDMI over HDBaseT extension system.
And that HDBaseT part is the key. It's a really an elegant solution to a big bandwidth problem.
How so? What's the core idea?
Well, instead of trying to force a fragile HDMI signal over a long distance, HDBase takes everything, the video, the audio, even control signals, and bundles it all.
To send it over a different kind of cable.
Precisely. It sends it all over a single common Catis network cable, the kind of thing you have lying around.
Okay, that's clever.
Yeah.
But it's not just that it extends it, right? It's how it does it that matters. We need to look at the performance because that determines if you get a clear image or just a mess.
Yeah, and the big differentiator here is that this system supports uncompressed content.
Uncompressed. So for you listening, that's like getting the original studio master.
Exactly. You're getting the full, untouched signal for your HDCP protected content and even lossless audio. It also fully supports 3D, which, believe it or not, is still a big deal in some professional installs.
You mentioned HDCP. For anyone building a system right now, why is being compliant with HDCP 2.2 so critical?
I mean, without it, you can't play anything modern and protected.
Like 4K Blu-rays or Netflix?
It's the digital handshake between your source and your display. If that handshake fails, you just get a black screen. It's non-negotiable.
Okay, so let's get into the main takeaway for today. There's a big trade-off here, isn't there?
There is. It's the physics of distance versus resolution. This system has a video bandwidth of 10.2 gigabits per second, which is a huge data highway.
But even a highway has its limits, so how far can we actually push this thing?
Okay, so for standard 1080p, or say 1920 by 1200 at 60 hertz, you can go up to an impressive 230 feet. That's 70 meters.
Wow, okay, that's a really long run.
It is, but, and this is the key, the moment you jump to Ultra HD or 4K at 30 hertz, that distance gets cut almost in half.
By half? Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it drops down to 130 feet, which is 40 meters.
That feels like a massive drop. Why is 4K so much more demanding?
It's just an exponential amount of data being pushed down that same pipe every single second. You know, it really stresses the signal integrity over distance. The system is compliant with HDMI 1.4, but pushing that kind of data reliably is tough.
So it's not just about the picture. What about the other practical benefits here?
Of course. One huge one is the bidirectional IR control.
Meaning, I can control the source from the display's location.
Yes. Your Blu-ray player could be in a closet down the hall, and you can still use its remote from the couch in front of the TV, and vice versa.
That's convenient. And the units themselves, are they bulky?
Not at all. They're tiny. The design is ultra slim, just over an inch thick. You can easily hide them behind a wall-mounted TV or in a small rack space.
So to sum it up, you get this powerful ability to send uncompressed, high-bandwidth video and audio a really long way, and all over a single, cheap network cable.
Right. It takes a lot of the complexity out of a big installation.
It really seems to solve a core problem for AV pros and even, ambitious home theater builders.
It does, but, here's a final thought for you to mull over. This system is specifically rated for 4K at 30 hertz.
Okay.
But the current standard for smooth motion, especially in gaming or sports, is 4K at 60 hertz. That's double the data. So the question becomes, how does that bandwidth requirement change the performance trade-off we just talked about? And what does it mean for the future of a technology like HDBaseT? That's what you should be thinking about when you consider how future-proof your setup really is.